Yo, what up, ghouls? Welcome to the madness, and in today's video we're doing another get to know the characters of Monster High. I am going to be talking about one of my favorite characters from G1 Monster High, Hoodude Voodoo. Now, Hoodude has been in a lot of the episodes, or the webisodes of G1 Monster High, and in quite a few of the movies. He's had quite a few talking lines, and even though he's not a main character, he's had a lot of screen time, which is really, really great. So let's go ahead and get into his character and start out with the description of him. Hoodude Voodoo is a 2011 introduced and all-around character. He is a human-sized living voodoo doll created by Frankie Stein to be her emergency boyfriend. So I remember in the webisode, it's been so long since I've seen it, but I remember the webisode is she was upset, or not upset, but she was trying to prove that she had a boyfriend because everyone was like dating or whatever, and then like she lied and said she had a boyfriend. The details are a little iffy on how I'm explaining it, but I guess that's really the gist of it. She created Hoodude to be like, oh, this is my boyfriend, so that she wasn't left out or something like that. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting episode, but let's go ahead and continue. She realized soon after she wasn't ready for a relationship yet and broke it off, leaving Hoodude in despair because being with Frankie was his life's purpose. Literally, like she created him to be her boyfriend. That's so funny. Oh, and so sad. Oh God. After a long time, he picked himself up and found other things to enjoy about life. Romance itself still is one of his favorite topics, but a good sappy movie can accommodate that. So because he was created to be someone's boyfriend, to be Frankie's boyfriend, he is a huge, hopeless romantic, which is one of the things about his character I really like, because I'm kind of a hopeless romantic too, so I kind of connect with him on that level, which is really, really nice. Hoodude is the kind of person that is always willing to help and almost always looks at the bright side, to the point of hopeless naivety. He currently lives at Kinder Grubbers, which I think is another character. I don't know who the character is, but we can do another video on that person once I find out who it is. So let's now go on to his personality. So as I was saying before, Hoodude is very hopeless romantic. He's very sweet, and he's really funny. He's a clumsy dork, so we'll read on and see what the rest about him is, because I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about that. Hoodude is a kind soul, but with a penchant for melodrama. yeah, he's very dramatic. His main concern in life is being loved by Frankie, but he pursues it passively rather than actively. As a voodoo doll, he doesn't experience physical pain and seems oblivious to it. As such, harm done to him is instead felt by any monster near him, or is felt by the owner of any item he is holding at the time of being harmed. Yeah, so Hoodude's power is because he's a voodoo doll, so he doesn't feel any pain really, and he's super clumsy. So that's the funny part about it. So if he hurts himself and he's near the person, like it just said, like they'll feel it or they'll get hurt, but he's just like, oh, what happened? I don't really understand. Hoodude is often clumsy, yeah, but is also always ready to help out, especially people he recognizes his own troubles in. He enjoys poetry and writing. Oh, okay. That's actually something I didn't know. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense because he's a hopeless romantic. I don't know. I will say I don't know, but I don't remember them ever referencing that in the series. I mean, I will rewatch it just to be sure, but I'm not sure if they ever actually mention that in the series or not. Okay, so let's move on to his appearance. Hoodude is a walking ragdoll with mostly gray skin with patches of various hues of blue with visible stitches. He has blue felt strands for his hair and a black nose. Hoodude also sports a mouth with stitches connecting the lips, which still allow him to talk, and two differently colored button eyes, just like his creator Frankie Stein, which is a really cute detail. I love that they did that because it just shows that oh yeah, she created him. She brought him to life basically she built him like he was built, or how she was built. Additionally, he has various nails sticking out of his body. They're actually more like pins because he's a voodoo doll. Let's go move on to abilities. Hoodude, a voodoo doll, has many biological abilities acquired the day of his creation. So one of them says voodoo, of course. Like a voodoo doll, when Hoodude is hurt, whoever is close to him or whose stuff he is holding will feel the pain for him and suffer the respective consequences, which they already explained in the personality. Usually this effect creates a large spark around the zone affected, possibly a callback to his creator, Frankie. He can transfer pain to others without holding their stuff, but only to males. Wait, hold on. I never really realized that he does only affect guys. Wow, see, this is why I'm doing this, because I'm learning stuff myself that I didn't even know. Wow, okay, so it only affects the guys he's around. It doesn't affect the girls. Okay, I don't know if that's like I don't know anything about voodoo really, but I don't know if that's like a normal thing. Like, I know like with voodoo dolls, it has to be like a specific person to work on that person, I guess. Okay, that's interesting. Hoodude cannot feel pain and is hardly ever damaged, as he has been through several deadly situations without a scratch. Very true. Like I said, he's super clumsy. He's been through a lot. He's fallen a lot. He's been hurt a lot. It's all around crazy clumsiness. All right, so now let's move on to his relationship. So let's start out with family. As a simulacrum, which I think is the same thing Frankie is. I can never pronounce that right. As a simulacrum, Hoodude does not have family in the same way natural creatures have. He and his creator, Frankie Stein, do not view each other as family, though Frankie's parents do believe themselves to have responsibility for Hoodude's well-being. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, okay, so I guess did he meet Frankie's parents? I don't think they've ever had a reference to that before. Okay, that's interesting. If they have, it could be like something like in the books or something. There's a lot of things about Monster High that I've not gotten into yet. Even though I've been a fan for years, there's a lot of stuff that I'm still trying to learn myself and catch up on. So there's a lot of stuff I actually still don't know, so that was something I didn't know. Alright, for a short while, Hoodude lived with the Steins. Okay, well there you go. But Frankie's parents eventually needed him out of the house for Frankie's sake. Mr. Stein arranged for Hoodude to live with Mrs. Kindergrubber. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying earlier, that was a character in the series, apparently. So it is a person, okay. At the time, Kindergrubber, or is it Gruber? It's got accent marks over the U, so I could be pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. Already had Rebecca Steen, another character that I really like. I will do a video on her eventually, as her long-term guest. But there exists no information how their three-headed household operates. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, so let's go on to his friend relationships. Despite that Heath Burns is a pain magnet and Hoodude is just the same, only he passes on pain to others near him. Hoodude and Heath hang out occasionally and are on good terms with each other. This can be seen in webisodes such as Zombie Beach Party and Hoodude That Voodoo That You Do. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and check out those episodes just to get a bit more information on that. Hoodude is good friends with Scara Screams, who has a locker near his. Scara likes Hoodude because he is a good listener, and Hoodude, being a sensitive soul, just appreciates all positive attention he gets. Yeah, Hoodude's very sweet. Alright, so let's move on to romance relationships. Okay. Hoodude was made specifically to act as Frankie's boyfriend, and only to be so, and was incredibly scared when he learned she did not have feelings for him. Considering he had failed his sole purpose, the main cause of his miserable and gloomy personality, Hoodude. However, Most recently, he has overcome the rejection and has become happier and rather oblivious to anything else around him. He was recently Elizabeth's date. Oh, when? When was he? Huh, I didn't know him and Elizabeth went on a date. Though the status of their relationship is unclear. Huh, okay. See, I didn't know him and Elizabeth had a date or anything like that. Okay. I mean, it could be referencing, well, I don't know if they had much of an interaction in Fright's camera action. It could be referencing that. I don't know. Like I said, I have to rewatch a lot of Monster High stuff. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so classic monster. So this wasn't part of the last video I did on Monica Decay. So I'm assuming this is something like what classic monster he's connected to, like Dracula, Claudine Wolf, Wolfman, etc. Okay, so let's read that. While not being based on a monster, Hoodude is inspired by the voodoo doll. Yep, the voodoo doll myth. These dolls depict specific individuals and inflict pain upon them by inserting pins into the doll, causing pain in the same body part as the target. Pop culture identifies these dolls as coming from voodoo practice, but in reality they have no origins there. Rather, hailing from medieval British witchcraft during the early 20th century, filmmakers and authors often made voodoo practitioners use these dolls due to them affiliating the voodoo religion with occult black magic, and the concept stuck. Wow! I did not know that. Okay, learning something that's not really has anything to do with Monster High. Okay, so let's move on to the timeline, which is his appearance within the series. Okay, so May 19th, 2011, Hoodude Voodoo makes his 2D cartoon debut in Who Do You Like? January 23rd, 2012, Hoodude Voodoo's profile art is revealed in the Gory Gazette. February 12th, 2012, Hoodude Voodoo makes his 3D cartoon debut in Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? One of my favorite movies. May 29th, 2012, Hoodude Voodoo is heavily implied to be the other San Diego Comic-Con International exclusive of 2012 through MaddieCollectors.com. And I still have yet to get that set. I believe that was the set he was in with Scara. So I really want that set. I see it on sale everywhere. It's really expensive now, and I will get it one day. I am determined. July 12th, 2012, Hoodude Voodoo's debut doll is for sale at San Diego Comic-Con International as that year's exclusive. Yeah. July 12th, 2012, Hoodude Voodoo makes his diary debut in his San Diego Comic-Con exclusive diary. March 11th, 2014, Hoodude Voodoo's 3D model is updated and debuts in Fright's camera action, which is the one I was just talking about. April 3rd, 2014, Mattel requests the trademark for Hoodude Voodoo. Oh, okay. So that is the end for Hoodude Voodoo. I really like his character. He's super sweet. He's super funny. He's adorable. He's just a clumsy, hopeless romantic, dorky guy, and I relate to him a lot in that way. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little bit about Hoodude Voodoo. I really hope I can get his doll one day. The interesting thing about his doll, though, is he's actually like a doll. Like, he's not like the other Monster High dolls where they're like plastic and have the joints. He's actually like a voodoo doll. Like, he's stuffed. Like, he's a little stuffed animal. And I thought that was really interesting and really cute, which is probably why he was so popular. But also a lot of people didn't. I mean, some people actually didn't like it, but I thought it was really interesting. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a like, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!